Hero McManus and Shamil Bastille.
Now fighting on mat 1 will be James Campbell and Nicholas Sia. Now fighting mat 1 will be James Campbell and Nicholas Sia. On deck, mat 1 will be Ian Lizama and Rudra Nambudri. Fighting on mat 3 will be Umar Aravoff and Malcolm Thompson. So that's fighting on mat 3, Umar Aravoff, Malcolm Thompson. On deck for mat 3 is Owen Fong Lewis and Adam Narmatoff.
Referees, you ready? Don? Now fighting on mat number 2 is Leo and Daniel. On deck is Hero and Shamil.
Now fighting on mat 1, James Campbell and Nicholas Sear. Mat 1, James Campbell and Nicholas Sear. On deck, mat 1, Ian Lizama and Rudra Nambudri. Now fighting on mat 3 is Umar Arafwa and Malcolm Thompson. On deck for mat 1 is Owen Fong Lewis and Adil Narmatoff.
Now fighting on mat number 2 is Leo and Daniel. On deck is on mat number 2 is Hero and Shamil. Can we please ask the winner of each mat to come see Jaceki after each mat? The winner comes see Jaceki. Winner of mat number 1, come see Jaceki over here. Over here.
Now fighting on mat 1, Ian Lizama and Rudra Nambudri. On deck, mat 1, Logan Beasley and Carson Dutai.
Umar, come report to Jaceki.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Owen Fong Lewis and Adam Narmatoff. Adim Narmatov. On deck for mat 3 is Charlie Calabrese and Maxime
Now
Judo.
fighting on mat 2, Hero and Shamil. On deck is Daniel and Artem.
Okay, now competing on mat 3 is Owen Fong Lewis and Adim Narmatov.
Now fighting on mat 1, Logan Beasley and Carson Dutai. On deck, mat 1 is William Ullenbach and Jordan Heath. Now fighting on mat 1, Logan Beasley of Valley Judo Club and Carson Dutai, I believe. Yep.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Charlie Calabrese and Maxime Joubert. On deck for mat 3 will be Andre Pagnuti and William Thompson.
Now fighting on mat 1, William Ullenbach and Jordan Heath. On deck, mat 1, Nicholas Kia and Devin Pedraza.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Andre Pagnuti and William Thompson. Fighting on mat 3. On deck for mat 3 is Adam Narmatov and Owen Thong Lewis.
Now fighting on mat number 2, Daniel and Artem. On deck on mat number 2 is Phoenix Berginden and Jonan Esti. Jonah Esti. And
Now fighting on mat 1, Nicholas Sear and Devin Pedraza. Now fighting mat 1, Nicholas Sear and Devin Pedraza. On deck, mat 1, Adam Uaz and Luca Poirier.
now fighting on mat number 2 is Daniel Sadogi and Artem Sadinsky. On deck is Phoenix Berginden and Jonah Esti.
Over here, buddy. Now fighting on mat 1, Adam Uaz and Luca Poirier. Now fighting mat 1, Adam Uaz and Luca Poirier. On deck, mat 1, Miles Sangster and Logan Beasley. On deck, mat 1, Miles Sangster and Logan Beasley.
Now fighting mat number 2 is Phoenix and Jonah. On deck is Dalton Lex and Andrew McNeil. Now fighting on mat number 2 is Dalton Lex and Andrew McNeil. This is just a walkover fight, guys. On deck is Artem Sadinsky and Leo Damoji.
Fighting now on mat number 3 is Adem Narbatov
Now fighting.
and Owen Von Lewis. On deck is Sam Wand and Mikhailo Tokar.
Now fighting mat number 2, Artem and Leo. On deck is Hero McManus and Phoenix Forgiven.
Over here, buddy.
Artem and Leo, you're up now. Line number 2.
Now fighting on mat 1, Miles Sangster and Logan Beasley. Now fighting mat 1, Miles Sangster and Logan Beasley. On deck, mat 1 will be Devin Pedraza and James Campbell. On deck, mat 1, James and Devin.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Sam Wand and Mikhailo Tokar. On deck for mat 3 is Andre Pagnetti and Umar Arifwa. Now fighting on mat 3 is Andre Pagnetti and Umar Arifwa. On deck, on mat 3 is Sam Wand and Charlie Calabrese. Now fighting on mat 3 is Sam Wand and Charlie Calabrese. Also happening on mat 3 now is our U14 females. So minus 30 and 33 kgs will be happening on mat 3. So on deck for mat 3 is Violet Mabi and Zoe Shizman. So again, U14 female, minus 30 and 33 kgs on mat 3.
Now fighting mat number 2 is Sunil and Jonah. Oh, sorry, now fighting mat number 2 is Hero and Phoenix. On deck is Sunil and Jonah. Now fighting on mat number 2 is Sunil and Jonah. On deck on mat number 2 is James Norton and Dalton Ray. Now fighting mat number 2 is Sunil and Jonah. On deck mat number 2 is James Norton and Dalton Lay. Now fighting mat number 2 is Sunil and Jonah.
Now fighting on mat 1, Devin and James. On mat 1, Devin and James. On deck, mat 1, Adam Uaz and Ian Yizama. Adam Uaz and Ian Yizama. On deck, mat 1.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Violet Mabi and Zoe Shizman. On deck for mat 3 will be William Thompson and Malcolm Thompson. Now fighting on mat 3 is William Thompson and Malcolm Thompson. On deck for mat 3 is Mihailo Tokar and Maximum Joubert.
Now fighting on mat 1, Adam Uaz and Ian Nizama. Now fighting mat 1, Adam Uaz and Ian Nizama. On deck, mat 1, Carson Dutai and William Allenbach. On deck, mat 1, Carson Dutai and William Allenbach.
Now fighting on mat 2 is James Norton and Dalton Lang. On deck, mat 2, Michael Elias and Finn Grace. Now fighting mat 2, James Norton and Dalton Lang. James Norton, Dalton Lang.
Can the U14 females minus 40 kgs start warming up? I'm going to start calling your matches on mat 1. So that's U14 females minus 40. You're going to be on mat 1 shortly.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Mihailo Tokar and Maxim Joubert. On deck for mat 3 is Maria McCarran and Sylvie Shizman.
Now fighting on mat number 2 is Michelle Elias and Finn Grace. Michelle. On deck is Jonah Esley and Hero McManus. Now fighting is Michelle Elias and Finn Grace, mat 2.
Now fighting on mat 1, Carson Dutai and William Allenbach. On deck, mat 1, Logan Beasley and Jordan Heath. On deck, mat 1, Logan Beasley and Jordan Heath.
Now fighting mat number 2 is Jonah and Hero.